remember, got to put that armor of God on. The breastplate of righteousness. Help me. Salvation. What else? It's lost my mind. The feet.
All right, preacher, help us out.
Help me, brother.
You did pretty good.
Okay, we'll go on.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that one. Good deal. Next page. Next page. Luke 8, 43 through 48. And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which had spent all her living upon physician, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood snatched. And Jesus said, "Who touched me?" When all denied, Peter and they were with him said, "Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and sayest thou, Who touchest me? And Jesus said, Somebody hath touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down upon him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith had made thee whole. Go in peace. You know, concealed in the human traffic jam surrounding Jesus was a woman whose very presence violated the Mosaic law. In other words, first of all, she was wrong. She was being very, very careful. It says the stuff she did violated the Mosaic law. We don't know why she was human. Don't know. And her blood loss kept her physically weak and unclean. We've all been there. We've all been there. You know, she couldn't worship God with his people. She couldn't be a Muslim. She couldn't come to church and sit down in the pews with us. It was against the Mosaic law. Why? Because Mosaic law says you're unclean. When you come here, you're supposed to talk, I'm unclean. I'm unclean. I got a problem. You know, so she couldn't worship with her own people. She missed every family get-together. Her family didn't want her around. Plus, she couldn't handle it. She was weak. No blood, bleeding all the time. She was never invited over by friends. Let me tell you something. When everything's gone in this world, all you got left is Jesus and maybe one or two good friends. You know, I heard this, I seen it on Facebook. You know, when you die, it ain't going to be a problem if 6 people take you out of here. 6 people. If you ain't got nobody that can help you tote, they'll find somebody to help you tote. 6 people tote your casket out of here. But have you got 6 real friends that will do it? Everybody there? Yeah. Have you really got 6 God-fearing friends that will do it? I thought about that, and I'm still thinking about it. I might have 2 or 3, but I don't think I could put 6 together. I mean, I could my church people, but I'm thinking my long friends, my friends that I grew up with, my Horry County peoples. I don't think I can count up 6 people that would be that perfect. You know, for years this woman had been told to keep her distance. Can you imagine how emotionally starved and terribly lonely it was to be an untouched woman? Her spirit was broken, y'all. Her spirit was broken. I bet there was times she just hated to even wake up for another day. But you know what? She knew where she can get a healing from. And what did she do? She didn't care about what the Mosaic law said. She was going to do everything possible to get a healing. You know, how broken and destitute she must have felt to be thrown to the curb, I would say, by your buddies and friends, your family, church people. They don't want you around. You know, Mark's account tells us she had heard of Jesus. He was doing impossible things. Some say he was the Messiah. Her hope was reborn as faith in Jesus gripped her heart. Check that out. Our hope was reborn in faith in Jesus gripped our heart. When he gripped your heart, your hope and faith. Why? Because when he grips your heart, he's telling you, come on home, son. Come on home, dog. Let me be the one to fight your battles for you. When you're sick, call on me. When you feel desolate, call on me. If you don't feel like you can walk, crawl down here and touch my garment. How strong is that? Jesus said he had to put a hand on it. Just touched the hem of her garment. She quickly formed a plan to get close. She had a plan. Touch his garment, get away, and hopefully remain unnoticed. Boy, she had it figured out, didn't she? You could just about hear the Mission Impossible theme song, can't you? Her pulse I must be feeling better. Her pulse must have quickened as she stepped into the crowd. When Jesus passed by, she reached out and touched. She didn't grab it, she just touched it. She might touch it like that. I don't know, finger, thumb. She didn't grab hold of it, snatched on it. She just touched it. All she wanted to do. She didn't want to upset Jesus. Just touch it. He won't know. Two things happened when she did that. Two things happened. She was healed instantly. Instantly. I mean, boom. Mark adds that she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. Her long ordeal was over. She was whole. When was the last time you touched the hem of Jesus' garment this morning? When was the last time you put your hands out there to grab hold? When was the last time you put your hands on Jesus? He's right before you. He is here for you today. Oh, we can't see Jesus right now, but he's here. And the same Jesus that touched this lady's heart will touch yours. The same Jesus that healed her of the plague will heal you. Whatever's going through. You know, Jairus' mercy was put on hold. You know, Jesus had to put that on hold for a minute. And Jesus asked, who touched me? Who touched me? He knew. He knew. You know, I really believe Jesus knew someone touched him. He really, they don't say to Jesus, oh, well, I know somebody could. But he knows. God knows everything. He knows what's going to happen next 5-10 minutes. He knows about everything happening in the past. You know what the problem is today? And the problem is with me too. I need to give it all to the Lord. Every bit of it. Don't matter if your car can't crank or your tractor run hot. Give it to God. Ain't that what it said? Give all things mean all things?
That's right.
That's right. Jesus' disciples were confounded by the question, noting the crowd. But Jesus was calm and determined to interview the person. Jesus wanted to express his compassion directly to the woman. When the woman realized she couldn't hide no more, she came trembling, and falling down before him, telling all the truth to Jesus and the crowd, how how would Jesus respond to her? How will the crowd react to her disobedience to the law? Jesus called her daughter, a term of family status. She was seen affirmed in her faith and restored. Jesus called her daughter, just like she would call pastor's son, Brother Scott's son, Sister Jeanette, daughter, Sister Donna, and daughters and sons of God.
Yes.
He knows where you are. He knows every hair on your head, or the ones that's not there. He does. He knows what you got, what you ain't got. Can't hide. He knows I'm dealing with a bad hair day right now. But it's up there. Anyhow, Jesus wanted to dispense any idea that her healing came because she touched his clothes. That would sound more like magic than faith. Think about that. You know, that sounds like, kind of like magic, like a magician. God ain't into magic. He wanted to relieve her of any misgivings that she had stolen this healing from Jesus without his permission. Jesus told her what? Go in peace. Would relieve any guilt that she had ever taken. Anything that come upon her mind that she felt guilty for doing that after he said, who touched me? Because remember, she had a plan. She planned on sneaking in, touching the rug, and getting gone for anybody to know. Saying, what happened? Jesus said, who touched me? In a big crowd. Don't think God can't pull you out of a crowd of 1 million people.
That's right.
He'll point you right out. Hey, you need to know me today. Come on. He'll get you right out of the crowd. He will.
Yeah.
And he knows what you're going for, and there's a time and place for everything. Why, he made her clean and welcome. You know, his clothes transferred her cleanness and alienation to Jesus. So he cleaned her and brought her to the fold. He saved her soul, y'all. He healed her and saved her soul, called her daughter. Called her daughter because she was what in the house? She was in the family of God. All right, let's get over here to Luke. Let's get back over here so we can talk about Jairus a minute. Luke 8:49 through 50, 54 through 56, and it reads, while he yet spake, there cometh one from the rulers of the synagogue's house, saying to him, thy daughter is dead. Trouble not the master. But when Jesus heard it, he answered him, saying, fear not, believe on, and she will be made whole. And he put them out and took her by the hand and called, saying, Maid, arise. And her spirit came again, and she arose straightway, and he commanded to give her meat. He commanded to give her meat. And her parents were astonished. But he charged them that they should tell no man what was done. That's when it happened. Jairus' worst fears, as the father will realize. Jesus and the woman were still speaking when a messenger arrived with terrible news. My baby girl dead. My only daughter's gone. What would you, let's stop right there. Put yourself in Jariah's shoes. Put yourself in his shoes. His sandals. I'd them rascals a little while. What would you do if your daughter lay dead? I'd try to find Jesus as hard as I could.
And it worked.
It worked. It worked. It come. It come. I'm telling you, you know, in this day, we might can't go find him where he's at. But when we go problems like that, he's there where we at.
Amen.
Thank God for that. You know, and now think about this. Jairus had just witnessed Jesus' healing power and heard this woman explain that she had been hemorrhaging for 12 years. She had been sick for as long as his daughter had been alive. She trusted Jesus and was made whole. Now I'm telling you, he knows all this. I imagine that probably excited him a little bit. It gave him a little bit of hope that Jesus could fix his situation. You know, in that moment, Jairus went all in. He was all in with Jesus. Jairus turned toward him. Jairus turned toward home with Jesus. They heard the loud wailing and crying from mourners as they approached the house. Jesus corrected their perspective about death, which they found laughable. Laughable. Jesus was delusional, and as far as they were concerned, he's lost his mind. They laughed at him. What happens when people laugh at you? What does it do in your soul? Well, the old devil comes out and makes me mad. People pick on me and laugh at me. And it does you too. You know. They laughed at Jesus. Oh, you mourning this girl dead. You not thinking Jesus. This baby's dead. What happens next is mind blowing. Huh? What happens